Welcome to the ProVac Zoom basic training video. Before beginning, make sure that you always use protective eyewear and resin-resistant gloves. To begin, use the included fixed-tipped probe to remove any debris or broken glass from the center of the impact point. Next, use this same probe to flex the surrounding area of the brake. You can also use a small brush to remove any debris. Use 1 drop of suction cup sealant and apply it directly to one of the suction cups. Then spread it around to all 3 suction cups. Center the tripod bridge directly over the brake and impact point. Make sure to press each suction cup down individually. Next, apply the mirror on the inside of the windshield, centered with the brake and the stand. Now we will prepare the ProVac Zoom to be loaded with resin. To do so, thread the upper piston back about 2 turns or about 3/4 of an inch. Choose the appropriate resin depending on the climate and the type of brake you're working on. You'll want to drop 4 to 6 drops into the nose of the injector depending on the size of the brake. Snap the outer white seal into the nose of the injector. It can go in either direction. Thread the piston upward until it contacts the upper surface of the outer white seal. This will remove the air bubbles. Then back it up just slightly. Install the injector into the stand by lining up the teeth with the ratchet pawl and simply pressing in. Adjust the tripod to make sure that it's centered over the impact point. To create a good seal, simply press in towards the glass until you hear 1 to 2 clicks after contacting the glass. If you're working outside, be sure to use the UV blocker from this point forward. To begin the first vacuum cycle, thread the piston all the way to the top until it stops and leave it there for 1 to 2 minutes. To begin the resin pressure cycle, thread downward until the white seal puffs up slightly or swells slightly. Allow the resin to flow for approximately 1 to 2 minutes. Next, pull the second vacuum cycle by repeating the first step of threading upwards until it stops and leave it for another 1 to 2 minutes. Begin the second resin pressure cycle by threading back down again until the white seal swells or puffs up again. During this second injection cycle, we want to make sure that the brake is completely filled with resin. In some cases, using a flexing or friction technique may help to speed up the resin fill. To flex, use the probe and hold and press at the base of each leg until it fills. To use the friction technique, use a cork or a rag and massage the back of the glass from the inside for about 10 to 15 seconds. Once the brake is completely filled, now it's time to cure. However, the injector will remain in the injection cycle during the entire curing process. To use the ProCure 2, place the ProCure directly over the tripod, aligning the 3 grooves with the 3 tripod legs. Allow about 60 seconds to get a complete cure. To use one of Glasswell's other UV LED curing lights, simply align it and point it at the tip of the injector for 1 minute on each side of the tripod. Remove the ProCure or other Glasswell UV curing light and place it to the side. Now back off a slight amount of pressure and press the ratchet pawl and simply lift the injector out. Next, use the probe to release each of the suction cups individually. Use 1 drop of pit filler and drop it directly over the impact point. Place a small piece of film tab directly over the pit filler and lay it across. Do not press it down. Center the UV curing light directly over the film tab and allow it to cure for 30 to 60 seconds. After removing the light, use a clean razor blade to remove the film tab. Next, use the same razor blade at a 90-degree angle and scrape the surface until only the impact point remains. Apply 1 drop of pit polish directly to where the impact point was. Use a cork or a rag to polish the surface and try to get it as close to the sheen of glass as possible. After cleaning any residual pit polish, use window cleaner to thoroughly clean the windshield both inside and out. Congratulations, you have completed your first repair with the ProVac Zoom.